I'm going to just tell you that my number one campaigner is my husband, Jerry, Tiffany. And I don't know how many of you, if you saw him every morning faithfully driving the town of Trophy Club with our magnet signs on his car. And to this day, Jerry comes home to me and says, Jeannette, I met a guy. He lives in our neighborhood and he has a green door. And I said, okay, a green door. Well, several weeks later, I was driving out of our area, took a left, and I saw a green door. And I said, oh, there's the green door. Well, today, and he voted several days ago. Today, his wife came in and he said, it's my green door. So it's just fabulous. And I just want to tell each and every one of you that we had 25 people come into our room 5 days after a decision was made to go for this campaign. And I said three things. I said, most of you know me, many of you don't. But I'm going to tell you, I'm a praying woman, I'm a believer, and I walk in faith. And that is the way we started this, and here we are. And I'm just going to tell you that I am just going to tell you that without the prayers that have fallen on top of Trophy Club over the last 8 weeks, you won't believe it. How often I would go to a door, knock on the door, and we'd start talking. All of a sudden, they'd put their arm around me. May I pray for you? I said, yes. I said, but also pray for Trophy Club. And I believe that we're in an opportunity right now that allows Trophy Club to be who they can be. And for me, Trophy Club is community. It's not buildings. It's not restaurants. It's not the police. I mean, the police department is very important, but it's community. And that is what we're about. And I just look around the room and we could have done it. I mean, listen, this thing was not it's a us thing. And I've always said from the very beginning, this is not about me, it's about you. I have no personal agenda. I want you to know this right now. And I'm ready to give it to somebody right now if they want it. So it doesn't make me any difference. But I'm just telling you that we've got a great opportunity to bring a lot of fun stuff, community stuff. I want you to know your neighbors. I want you to know people. And I want to also say that I guess the one thing that I kind of dreaded was this standing at the polls. I'm thinking, really? Really? Every day. My buddy, two weeks ago, we started at the polls at 8 o'clock in the morning, and he would not leave until 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And we did this for 8 days, and then the last 3 days from 7 to 7. But this is what I learned. I connected with what I call the heartbeat of Trophy Club. The voters. That's who your heartbeat. I mean, how many voters did we end up with? 3,600? 3,600 voters.
How many voted today?
That's 500 or something like that.
Probably close to
3,000. More than 3,000. So my point is, that is Trophy Club. And I can't tell you how many of those voters we talked with. They'd roll down their windows. They'd say, thank you. They'd say, clean it up. They'd say, go for it. They'd say, we're back, we're with you. We're going for it. We want to be a part of this. And that is what we're about. So I think it would be a great opportunity to hear from some of our hard workers.
Well, it was an interesting event, and I got the notification that somebody had tried to steal the election. And I shook my head a couple of times, and then I heard that there was a push on to draft Jeannette to be a write-in candidate. And so I called her and I said, listen, Jeannette, I'll tell you what, we've stood on, nationally, we're on opposite sides of the equation.
Yes.
I said, but this isn't national, this is local. And I said, I will be behind you 100%, all the way. I said,
And you were.
I said, I haven't been on these streets in 7 years. I said, I'll go back to the streets. I said, I'll support you financially,
And he did.
and every way that I can, I will support you. I said, I'm looking for somebody in this campaign, and I'll tell you why I was looking at Jeannette, because I said, I'm looking for somebody that's honest, and trustworthy. If somebody, I don't mind somebody that has a difference of opinion that sits across the table, as long as they're honest and trustworthy, and we can have a reasonable conversation. 100% behind Jeannette. I know Jeannette. I've worked with Jeannette. She's the right person at the right time to be mayor of Trophy Point.
Absolutely.
I will say this about Bill. No one worked harder than he did.
No one, exactly.
No one.
Thank you.
Back many years ago, when we were doing PD 30, I pissed Jeannette off.
Oh! He was,
And I don't mean just a little bit. Then I ran for town council and I got elected. The first meeting that we had was out, we did a retreat. I think it was up at Robeson Ranch.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
yeah. Connie was our mayor.
And Connie was the mayor. Jeannette got in my face about that far and told me she did not like me and she didn't trust me. And I promised her that I would be the best that I could be, and she could always believe anything that I said. And she said, "Okay, I'll take you at your word." We have been very close friends ever since.
Yeah.
I served on the council with her. I served on council with her. This lady, what she brings to this town, y'all got to think about the things that she's done. She brings people together. We have stars and stripes because she sat down and she brought a bunch of people together. And we originally, the flags the first year were just on the main drags. Now they're on every street in town. She brought the people together. We had to fight. I was a supporter of hers she was the one who brought the golf cart thing to the council. There was a lot of confusion, there was a lot of discussion about that, but she had to have somebody to support her to bring that to the agenda. So she and I teamed up, but she led the charge. I have enjoyed having Jeannette as my friend for a long time. I know that she'll be good for this town. She will bring people together. It won't be a little fiefdom like it has been. And there's nobody that I'm aware of. All of the agendas will go away the night that she's sworn in. All of those agendas will pass by the wayside, and everybody on the council can be independent and vote the way they want to vote. Congratulations.
Thank
Jeannette.
you, Danny. Okay. Be on your team. Well, that person, and this person is one of them. So anyway, I'm just telling you, without everyone contributing, we would not be here tonight. Go for it. This is Jennifer.
I'm really excited about today's results because we have been there for over a year now, and Jeannette was willing to take the stand, and unlike the other people that have been in office, she was willing to reach out and talk to people and find out what they had to offer the town. And that's something we hadn't really seen. I've lived here 18 years. I've only been involved in politics for the last couple of years. But we haven't seen any interest in what the residents actually wanted. It was always whatever the people in power wanted. And Jeannette took a completely different approach to this when she said she would step up and protect our right to vote when it was going to be taken from us with the switcheroo. She made sure that she looked at every corner of our town and found out what was important to them and who they were. And she made her own decisions and she made her own opinions. It was not based on things that people told her, lies, something on Facebook, or some rumor. So she really invested a lot of time to get to know the people around her. And she has made a lot of friends, and I would say that I'm one of them. And I'm very excited to be friends with Jeannette because she's an amazing person. And because she got to know all of us and has brought all of us misfits together, we have an amazing mayor that wants to bring unity to this town. And we all have new friends. We all have different interests, but we all have something in common, and we want an amazing trophy club. And so anyway, so I'm just really excited about the results, and I think all of us in this room are going to feel like if we want to participate with Trophy Club and the activities, the community, boards, whatever, I think she's just going to open the door for everyone. So thank you, Jeannette, for stepping up.
You're more than welcome.
Amazing.
You're more than welcome. Thank you, Judge. Anybody else want to say something? Anybody else? Connie, this is.
Well, I'd like to mention, I walked into, well, actually, when we heard about what happened, and Jeannette called and said, you know, what do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think? I'm like, well, I've been there. I know how hard it is, but I think it's the right thing to do. And when I walked into Jeanette's house that first night and saw the variety of people, there were people from every age group, every political view, every part of town. That was the most exciting thing, because that was the opportunity to bring this town together. And I believe that Jeannette is the leader, and that's what we have been missing, is a leader. She will lead us together to do great things for Trophy Club. And I'm just very proud to know her and to have been a part of it.
I just cannot tell you how exciting this really is. And I hope that y'all look at this too. With the strong win, now
Mandate.
mandate. With the strong mandate, I don't have to go into the council and say, okay, let's listen to me. The council can now listen to the town. So I don't have to do a lot of work, I don't think, to get the council to come together and focus on the town. Is that right? Am I right? Am I right? So I'm excited about that, and if nothing more, the difference in the win will help us move forward faster. That's the main thing. Get us out there. Now, I also want to tell you, just based on what you may or may not know, the number one job of the town right now is to hire a town manager.
And one that will stay, not take our money.
Well, I don't know about all of that, but I'm just going to tell you, if you're a praying person, pray for a strong town manager for Trophy Club. That's going to help us move forward faster. Okay? Anybody want to say anything? Thank you. I have my family here. I just would like to tell you, Sean, would you please stand up for a minute? This is my son-in-law, who is married to my husband's daughter, Ashley. Stand up, Ashley. And we have two of the boys. Well, first we'll start with Molly, the oldest. Stand up, Molly. She's at TCU Nursing School. And then we have Benjamin, who goes by Bear, but I call him Benjamin. This is Benjamin. And Samuel. What I want to say to Sean, if you'll stand, Sean, is that when they called me on Friday night, February the 17th, and said, Jeannette, consider this. I said, oh, really? I'm 80 years old. And somebody said, well, guess what? Moses was 80 as well. So anyway, I made some calls, and I made a call to our Sean, and he said, Jeannette, with Jerry in a situation, y'all know my husband has pulmonary fibrosis, therefore he has to stay at home a lot of the time. And Sean says, Jeannette, you have so much energy and so much to give. You're not going to be traveling. You're not going to be doing a lot. Why not give it to Trophy Club? And so you have Sean to thank for my decision. Okay, anybody else?